Hannah's prayer and God's promise. Taken from 1 Samuel 1 verses 1 to 20. Once upon a time in the land of Israel, there lived a woman named Hannah. She was kind and loved by her husband, Elkanah, but she had a heavy heart because she did not have any children. Every year, they would go to the temple to worship God and offer sacrifices. Hannah longed for a son more than anything else. One day at the temple, as she prayed with tears in her eyes, she made a special promise to God. "Lord," she said, "if you give me a son, I will dedicate him to you for his whole life." Her lips moved as she prayed silently, but no sound came out. The priest Eli saw her and thought she was very sad or even drunk. But Hannah explained, "I am not drunk, I am pouring out my soul to the Lord." Eli listened carefully and then said kindly, "Go in peace. May God grant your request." Hannah felt hope fill her heart after speaking with Eli. She believed that God had heard her prayer. When she returned home, something wonderful happened. God answered her prayer. Soon after that visit to the temple, Hannah became pregnant and gave birth to a baby boy named Samuel. Hannah was overjoyed. She remembered her promise to God and knew that when Samuel was old enough, she would bring him back to serve at the temple. When Samuel was just a little boy, Hannah took him back to Eli at the temple. With tears of joy and love in her eyes, she said, "I asked the Lord for this child, and he has granted my request." Samuel grew up in the temple under Eli's care. As he grew older, he became known as a great prophet of Israel. He listened closely to God's voice and helped guide the people with wisdom. Through Hannah's faithfulness and prayer, we see how God answers our prayers in His perfect timing. Just like He blessed Hannah with Samuel, He can bless us too when we trust Him. That's all for today's children's Bible story time, of how one heartfelt prayer changed everything for Hannah, and how Samuel became an important leader for all of Israel.